You know how one small decision can set off a chain reaction? Like knocking over one domino and then the rest just keep falling. That's the domino effect. It's funny how tiny choices like not doing one little thing can completely shape the rest of our day. For example, you don't take a shower because you're too tired, so you don't sleep properly. The next day you wake up moody, you don't have the energy to cook, so you end up eating instant noodles. That leaves you feeling worse. And because you didn't cook last night, tomorrow at work, you'll probably just buy lunch again. And then tomorrow comes, you tell yourself you'll cook dinner this time, but by the time when you're home, you're exhausted. You end up ordering takeaways or just lying on the couch scrolling on the phone. It sounds small, but these cycles build up. And when you look back after weeks or months, you realize how many little choices store your energy, your health, and your time. For me, the biggest fuel to this cycle was infinite scrolling or mindless scrolling. I tell myself just 5 more minutes on Instagram, one more YouTube video, or just one more scroll. And suddenly, it's an hour later. The kitchen is still messy, I'm still on the couch. And the only thing that changed is I'm even more tired and even more guilty because now I feel behind. I realized scrolling wasn't actually helping me relax. It was stealing my energy I thought I was saving. But the good news is I found a way to stop, not by willpower, not by forcing myself to be disciplined, but by changing tiny things about my environment. And today, I'm going to share the 3 methods that help me finally take back my time and my focus. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Briella. Let's dive in. So the first change was so simple, I almost didn't believe it would work. I started putting my phone somewhere I couldn't see it. Instead, I kept my notebook within reach. It sounds a bit silly, but our brains are weird for convenience. If your phone is right next to you, of course you're going to pick it up. But if you make the phone a little harder to reach, like leaving it in your bag, in another room, or even just putting it inside a drawer, you break the automatic reflex. And here's the key. Don't just remove the phone, replace it with something better. For me, that was my notebook. This notebook became my scheduler, my reminder list, my mood tracker, a place for ideas and a space to reflect at the end of the day. And writing things by hand has a kind of magic to it. It forces you to slow down and it connects you with what you're writing in a deeper way. There is even science to back it up. A study from the Norwegian University of Science and Technology showed that handwriting activates way more brain activities than typing does. It actually strengthens memory and helps you process information more deeply. So every time I reach for my notebook instead of my phone, I wasn't just avoiding scrolling. I was building focus and memory at the same time. Think about it. What if the first thing you reach for in the morning wasn't your phone, but your journal? What would shift in your day? The second thing I started doing is something I call front loading. Here's what I mean. The moment you get home, you keep your brain in work mode for 5 more minutes. Why? Because once you sit down, it's over. You know it, I know it. The couch will win. So instead of collapsing, I gave myself a tiny rule. Before I rest, I'll do the hardest thing first. If I need to shower, I do it immediately. Back down, tap on. Don't even give myself time to think. If I want to go to the gym, I make sure my activewear is around waiting by the door. I walk in, I see it, and I just change straight away. It's about the momentum. Think of a moving car. It's hardest to get it rolling from zero, but once it's moving, it's easier to keep going. Your brain works the same way. And this 5 minutes trick saved me so many times. Instead of scrolling when I came home tired, I built a habit of doing just one thing first. And funny enough, that one thing often gave me the energy to do more. The last step is about how you end the day. For so long, my wind down meant lying in bed with my phone in my hand. And the truth, it wasn't relaxing. It just left me weird, overstimulated, and behind on sleep. Now I wind down on purpose. After I finish what I need to do, I open my journal again and plan for tomorrow. I leave little triggers for myself, just like setting gym clothes by the door. If I want to cook, I'll put the recipe book on the kitchen counter so I see it when I walk in. If I want to read, I place the book on my pillow so it's waiting for me at night. These small signals tell my brain this is what you actually want to do tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, I don't have to think twice. It's such a small shift, but it changes everything. And that's how I broke the cycle of scrolling and started living with more energy and actual concentration. It wasn't about willpower, it wasn't about being disciplined. It was about tiny, practical habits that shaped my environment. So if you're being stuck in the endless scrolling, I encourage you to try these 3 things. First, put your phone out of sight. 2, front load your energy. 3, wind down with intention. You'll be surprised how quickly your days start to feel lighter, calmer, and more yours again. Because when you spend less time scrolling, you gain more time for the things that actually make feel more meaningful. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this, please make sure to subscribe my channel and I hope to see you soon.